Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do the nail polish collection tag that was started by Kelli Marissa. I will leave a link for her channel down below. I've seen a lot of my friends on YouTube here doing this and I thought, why not do it? You know, there are 10 questions. I'm going to have them listed down below. If you would like to do this, I'm going to go ahead and do the tagging on the front end of this. If you would like to do this and you have a YouTube channel or an Instagram, or even if you don't, if you just want to answer these questions down below in the comments, I would love to hear your answers to these questions. So I'm going to hop right on into it. The very first question is, how many nail polishes do you own? Okay, I know how many I own. I have caught up on my swatching, swatch dots, Excel spreadsheet. I've got everything organized again. Everything's straight up. So I know the number. But I'm going to hang out and hold out and not tell you, because that's going to be the winning question on a giveaway coming up soon. Don't guess down below. We're not doing that today. So, okay, so we're skipping that one. I can tell you that it's more than 2,000 but less than 5,000. Okay? I have too much. Said no woman ever. So, okay, the second question is, what was the first nail polish you remember buying? Now, I bought two, and I remember it. Now, I bought polish as a teenager, but when I was a grown-up, and what started this round of obsession with nail polish, I remember exactly. I was going to an in-home salon and having my nails done, and I got the same two colors every time. So I finally bit the bullet, gave her money, and she picked them up from Sally's for me, because back then you couldn't, as a customer, just walk up in Sally's. You had to be licensed. So, long story short, mine was OPI, and this one is Cajun Shrimp. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it to focus, but Cajun Shrimp is just a classic summer color. It's just gorgeous on the nails and on the toenails. I don't do my toenails, so I can't vouch for that. But I hear other people talk about it, so I'm going to take their word for it. But the other one I got when I got this one was Louisiana hot sauce. You can't find that nowhere. I've looked in D-stashes, all over eBay, Amazon. I've looked everywhere. I got hair on. Sorry. I didn't want to eat that because I'm talking. You know how that happens. But you can't even find references to it. It's just really, really strange. Now, I bought this polish back in 1996. And I want y'all to see. She's still good. Look, she's still good. Nail polish can last forever. I have had some go bad, but for the most part, if you keep them sealed up good, they're good to go. Keep them in a cool, dark place, whatever. Let's get on to question number 3. What's the most recent nail polish you added to your collection? Mine is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and this is Birthday Cake. I've already done a manicure using this one. It's like acrylic. I mean, it's like a peachy white base with all kind of little, like, matte looking glitters in there. It's just, it looks like a birthday cake on your nails. Or cupcakes. I like cupcakes. So that was my most recent purchase that I walked up in a store and bought. The next question, number 4, is, what's your least favorite nail polish that you own? Now, I can't even believe that I still own this polish, because I hated it that much. And it really surprised me, because it's a Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. Okay? I love most of them. I've had such good luck with them. They water marble. They just good formulas, but this one was awful. And this one is called Breezy Blue, and it's one of the kind of newer Extreme Wears with the little Extreme Wear, the little X with the long tail on it. This joker had the worst formula ever. I have talked about this in another video, and I am so surprised that it's still in my collection. I think I held on to it only for tag videos, you know, because I'm not ever going to wear it again. And what's crazy is it's down to here. And I know I only wore it like once or twice. Maybe it's better now. Maybe it evaporated some and the actual polish would be better. I don't know. I'm not willing to try it. It's just going to stay in the collection as the ugliest or whatever. The one I feel the ugliest about, because it's really pretty color. moving on. You guys knew this was going to be long with me, right? And I'm sorry I keep tucking my hair behind my ears. I'm used to it being in a ponytail. Alrighty, what is your rarest nail polish? And that's this question. The next question is, what's your most expensive nail polish? Mine are one and the same. It's Clarins 230. This is the For Real Unicorn Pea. This is what started it all. And I had the Max Factor one Fantasy Fire, and it's the dupe, but it's a little bitty, tiny, little bitty bottle. And this is not a polish you would just wear on its own, although you probably could, but it would take so many layers that I don't know why you would. So I layer it over like dark blue, dark purple, black, that kind of thing. I've probably only worn it a handful of times. Clarins 230. Now let me just tell you about that one. Okay, it is super rare. You can't. I've looked all over the internet. You can't even find it. And back when I bought mine, which was about 5 or 6 years ago, I was like tripping because I was seeing it on eBay for like $115, and I was $125. I was like, oh God, no, I'm not paying that. Now the price I ended up paying for it, honestly, was mind blowing. I paid $59 for it. $59 for one polish. But I knew I wasn't going to get over it. I knew I had to have it. Can y'all see this swatch dot on there? It's crazy pretty. I don't know that it's worth $59. To most people, that would be a no. But for me, had to have it. Had to. Now, there's a lot of indie makers now making polishes that look just like this layered over stuff. So, there's no need to even hunt this down anymore, really. So that is my rarest and most expensive, and I finally let the cat out of the bag and told you what I paid for it, okay? I wasn't going to do that, but I figured, let's be truthful here. What links Nail Junkies will go to get their, fix. Okay. The next question is, what brand do you own the most of? I'm going to say China Glaze. Yes. It's got to be China Glaze. China Glaze was one of the first polishes that I really latched on to when I became a junkie, and it was because they were easy to get. I could go to Sally's and get them. They were reasonably priced compared to a lot of the polishes I wanted, and they just came out with such great collections. I was hooked on it. I was buying like whole collections, and I don't really do that anymore. Now I'm more picky about what I buy, for the most part. But I definitely have the most China Glaze. What color do you own the most of? I would have to say pink. I have all of the colors, y'all. I have neutrals, blacks, whites, grays, and then I've got the pastels and the browns and the purples and the blues and the greens and yellows, and I've got all of it. But I'm drawn to pink polish, and if I'm buying like individual polishes, a lot of times it ends up being a pink polish, which should be no surprise to those of you who've been watching me for a while. I don't know that for a fact though, so if I ever find out differently, I will let you know. Next question. Which nail polish in your collection means the most to you? Now, I've got two. I've talked about both of these before. I just have no idea what video that was on. I tried to go back and figure it out. But I have two polishes that remind me of my sons, our sons. We have son number 1 and son number 2. So son number 1 was like an old man the second he was born. He was like an old soul, and the things that came out of his mouth when he was like 2 didn't sound like a 2-year-old. He talked like a little old man, and he used words that no 2-year-old should know. And I'm not talking bad words. I'm talking like big, serious words, So when I saw Color Club had a polish called Old Soul, I don't know if it's going to be able to register, Old Soul, I had to have it, and it's one of the color changing ones, and I absolutely love that I have an Old Soul polish. That is in honor of our oldest son. The next one is for the younger son, and son number 2, and he had it rough when he was little. He had trouble kind of learning to talk, and because he had hearing issues, his eardrum kept rupturing, and so he was like at that pivotal moment when he was supposed to be learning to talk, he couldn't hear. So how can you talk if you can't hear? So he was a little delayed, and when he did start talking, we called it Jake and Ease because it just was so funny because we could understand him, but other people couldn't. And he would say, like, if he wanted like a color of something, like a cookie or a popsicle or whatever, he wanted the pink one, and it sounded like penguin. But then when he would say penguin, like when we were at the zoo, it'd be pink one, so it was crazy. But when I saw the pink one, oh, this is just not working, this is just not working, from This Is Pretty Serious, when I saw this, and with that name, number one, it is such a crazy beautiful polish. This is like my favorite. This is my favorite hot pink. Oh, stunning. And then the name, every time I wear it, I think about our youngest son. So those are my most valued. Now I have a lot of other polishes that mean a whole lot to me, like ones that my friends have sent me, ones that were lemmings that I had to track down and I had to hunt for them for a long, long time. Those are very special. But if I started breaking out all that, girl, y'all, we'd be here like all day, and we already are because I can't answer questions short. All right, what is your go-to nail polish right now? I don't ever have a go-to polish. With owning all of this, I'm telling you, I don't have a go-to polish. I have a go-to, I guess, texture, I don't know, hollows. I like A. England, Color Club. Those are the two that pop in my mind the most. I reach for, like, when I'm in a hurry and need a quick manicure, I will break out an A. England or the Color Club Hollow Hues and paint my nails. Number one, I hardly make a mess with them at all, so there's no cleanup. Number two, they dry really quickly. And number three, if you're in a pinch, you can get away with one coat. So those are my go-tos. Always have been, always will be, I believe. So that is it for me and my 10 answers for these 10 questions. I encourage everybody to do this. I mean, I'm having trouble, finding motivation to sit down and actually paint my nails. I mean, they're painted, but I'm like wearing stuff for like a week, which is not normal for me. But something like this, it's easy to sit down and do this or think about it, and it does take your mind off of, the crazy world we are living in. So, that is it for me today, and I hope you'll join us and do this one. I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, be good to yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.